Tony D and Little Joan somewhere in the house, and this is a Screenwriter's Rant on Prime Target and Apple TV. Is it a movie? I think it's a movie about a genius who's targeted because he's developed a electronic key that can open any digital lock. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 16, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So this dude's a genius, and he's developed this thing, and a strong, empowered woman is going to save him, because everybody wants to kill him because he can pick any electronic lock, because he's a genius. He's the world's greatest mind. He's the world's greatest. So somehow they all know to kill him or capture him. They don't seem to offer him any money. That's usually the way they get geniuses, because geniuses aren't stupid. But don't worry, strong, empowered woman will save him. And he will then turn the tables on the attackers somehow, even though he's the prime target. Get it? It's made by Amazon Prime. No, wait, it's Apple TV. Never mind. It looks like the Bourne Identity that you found. It's the dollar Bourne Identity. The dollar discount Bourne Identity. Damn it, I screwed that up. But you know what I'm saying. It's a dollar store Bourne Identity. That's what I meant to say. It's okay. Except he's going to be super smart. Neither one of these people in the cast look like, he doesn't look like a genius, and she doesn't look like I think she's some sort of agent that's going to save him, but I don't know, she just looks like some rando. They both look too young to be their the people they're playing in the movie. So there you go. I don't know. They made a movie like this way back in the 80s. It was called Real Genius with Val Kilmer. It was funny. It was fun. This looks to be very, very serious. And I kind of can't take it serious. Partly because of casting. Partly because of what's-her-face as the CIA blonde woman who's trying to kill him. I can't remember her name. Yeah, she doesn't strike me as being... Who casted this movie? Seems like the casting wasn't that on point. I mean, maybe if it was a comedy, a wacky comedy about a genius, and then he turns the tables, and it was fun. This seems super serious, and I kind of can't get on board because the casting seems so off. I just, comedies make everything better because you can suspend your disbelief in a comedy more, I think, because you're being entertained more with the comedy. And everything's so serious in most movies today, and it doesn't feel real. It just doesn't feel real, especially when you're talking about computer stuff, because you're talking about something that people do in basements, disguising their digital trail, and they never get found. They never ever, if they're any good at it, they can't get found. They're in like a foreign country, and they use a VPN to mask themselves, and they're actually in a different foreign country. You can't get at these people if they know what they're doing. So I don't know, and it just doesn't seem realistic that he's that smart that they suddenly try to capture and kill him because his work is that important. It just doesn't feel that way in the trailer. It just seems like, meh. Maybe if he was a little further along and actually did something. But, it just seems like he's a student. Seems like you wouldn't be able to, even if you're running some evil organization, you probably wouldn't make that call this soon. You probably wouldn't be on top of this. He'd have to be I don't know, known to a certain extent and done something that people would go, oh, okay, yeah, this guy's a genius and he's going to change the world if we don't stop him or capture him or bribe him or whatever. Um, and it just seems an excuse to get to the car chases and the shooting and stuff. So, first act, he's a genius. He runs circles around his own professors, and then one day he tells his professor, like, one theory about prime numbers, and suddenly he's like, no, don't pursue this. Like, that it just doesn't seem real. Like, maybe if he was a scientist and he discovered some kind of bioweapon that could change things, I'd buy that. Or if he, something dangerous, something that was immediate, like if he solved an algorithm for an AI and made it sentient somehow. That almost could work now. Or the bioweapon, an atomic secret kind of thing. But this kind of is like, that might be bad. The digital skeleton key, but it's computers. Like, could they make adjustments based on what he does? And not for nothing, we seem to get breached every 10 minutes these days. Doesn't seem to do anything. The world doesn't seem to collapse from that. So, yeah, everything about this movie's just like 4 degrees off and needed adjustment. Needed like a rewrite, a recasting, rethinking the whole thing. Like you got all the elements. They're just not coming together for me. So first act, he's a genius. Second act, they try to kill him, and a brave, empowered woman tries to save him. Third act, he stops the bad guys and changes the world, and everybody's happy. And probably she's the romantic lead as well. I guess. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be any chemistry between them. In the 90s, this movie would have definitely she would have definitely been a romantic lead. There would have been a definite scene of them kissing. And I think they would have had more scenes of, I don't know, machine guns and something else in here. And I think it would have been in some respects, a little lighter. I think there would have been a little comedy. It just feels too serious for what it is. But let me read the write-up. This is Apple TV. Leo Woodall and, I can't even read this name, Quintessa Swindle star in Prime Target. January 22nd. A brilliant young mathematician is on the verge of a major breakthrough when he realizes an unseen enemy is trying to destroy his idea. Together with a government agent, she's a government agent, now I really don't believe it, who's been tracking him, he begins to unravel a troubling conspiracy. See, this doesn't scan. Look, if he's doing something that's so smart and so universal and so friggin' heady, how the hell do they even know what he's doing? How the hell do they look at his work and go, oh man, that's going to change the world? They would have to know almost as much as him. And they're tracking him? Like, what are they tracking every smart student in every college? It doesn't make any sense. Again, he would have to do something. Like if he hacks something, like he hacks the Pentagon. And now they're all like, well, he hacked the Pentagon in another 10 seconds. Like, that would be crazy. And then you'd see why they were going after him. That doesn't appear to happen in this movie. It's like they're monitoring his work. A guy that smart, wouldn't he be world famous already? Wouldn't everybody be talking about this guy? Because his IQ would be off the charts, and some of the stuff he did before he got to this point would have been notable. Yeah, this doesn't work for me. But it's on Apple TV if you want to check it out. It's called Prime Target, and it's not on Amazon Prime. And that's it for me, Tony D. And Little Joan, somewhere behind me. She's a little shy today, little tired. Thanks for tuning in. This weekend, Saturday, I'll be at the Wildwood Con in Wildwood, New Jersey at the Convention Center on the Boardwalk. That's on Saturday. And I will be doing my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Should be a fun Saturday. Come on out. Hope to see you there. We'll see you tomorrow.